Okay, good evening to all of you. Okay, welcome back to our class. Okay, and last I met, we were discussing on how we do get the uh, effects of proposal. Okay, where the firm would want to finance the uh, a project, for example, okay, and they want to finance this project using money they're going to obtain from the right issue of shares, okay. And so the key thing you have to note here, okay, is that you're only going to be, or you should be analyzing, okay, the proposal, okay, upon which the company will take, okay. You will be comparing on, for example, okay, on the key impact, okay, that proposal will have on the shareholder, okay, of course, on the wealth of shareholder, okay. I think we went in and did discuss some questions, okay, upon which you're meant to give an advice to the shareholder, okay, as to whether that proposed use of funds, okay, is going to be good for them, okay, is a proposal to use the funds, for example, to finance an operation, okay, to finance a given investment, okay, to finance maybe a reduction on the company gearing, okay. So you're going to evaluate, you're going to making an evaluation, okay, or rather the ultimate decision making point, okay. The ultimate decision making point, okay, is going to be what is or what will be the impact of this proposal on the wealth of shareholder. Okay, what is going to be the impact of this proposal on the shareholders' wealth? Okay, that is going to be the key underlying decision making point. Of course, you may want to make a decision based on the change the proposed use of funds will have on the earnings per share. Okay, but the ultimate point of making the decision is the potential impact. Okay, that right issue of shares will have on the way of the shareholder. Okay, that is going to be more or less the ultimate impact, or rather, is going to be the point at which you're going to be assessing as to whether the proposal is good or not. Okay. We did discuss some question, if I remember well, okay? We did discuss some question from your examiner, okay? And some of those questions discussed, okay? I would want us to discuss more question, okay? From your examiner, okay? I would want us to discuss more question from your examiner. One of them, one of those question, okay? We have it is on, okay, for my case, it's in page 15, okay, page 15 on a company called NG Company, page 15 on NG Company. Okay, so go through it, then we discuss on NG Company. I want us to discuss part A and part B. Okay, NG Company on page 15. Page 15, NG Company. We do part A and we do part B. Okay, so go through it, then we discuss together. Page 15, NG Company. I presuppose that you have gone through the question and you did understand what are the requirements of the question. Okay, Hadik, you've gone through the question. Hadik. Hey, Hadik. Hey, Hadik, you ran away. Johannes. Johannes.
Yes,
you've gone through the question.
Yes.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, so now we can do it together. Okay, so in this question, you'll be told that the company wants to make an investment, okay, and the investment the company wants to make it is in a foreign country where the total cost or the total capital required from this investment is equal to 13 million euros, okay, 13 million euros. So we are trying to make we want to establish, okay, in part B of this question is what is going to be the impact of this investment, okay, of course, on the earnings per share, okay, and of course, you may want to give an advice to the shareholder based on the changes it might have on the earnings per share, as well as on the changes you have on the shareholder's wealth, okay. You make a decision as to whether this particular investment is going to be good or bad, okay. But before that, you've been asked to get what is or what will be the expected share price after the expiry of the offer, okay, of the right issue, okay, simply the theoretical exit share price, okay. We told that in this particular question, okay, that half of the financing cost of the project, okay, will be financed using debt. The other half is going to finance using equity, okay, and the equity financing is going to come from the issue of shares, okay? And the issue is through a right issue of share, okay. So from there, we'll be told that for every one share the company shall be selling in order to raise the half of 13 million is going to be issued at a price of 17% discount from the current share price of $4. Okay, so currently the share price of this company is $4. Okay, therefore for every one share the company will be offering to the market. Okay, for every one share this company shall be offering to the market. Okay, they shall be receiving 17% less from the current share price of 4. Okay, I think we can begin from there. Okay, we can begin from there. Let me share my board. Okay, we told that the offer price. Okay, we told that the offer price. Okay, in this question. Okay, this is on NG company. Okay, which in my case it's in page 15. Okay. The offer price is again equal to 70% discount. Therefore, it is 83% of the current share price of 4. Therefore, what is the offer price? 83% of $4. 3 point. Okay, we got an answer 3.32. So 3.32 become therefore holds or the offer price. Okay. Currently, in which that one share is going for 4. Don't forget the amount of capital, okay, that the company expect to receive, okay, is equal to $6.5 million euros. Okay, if I remember, it is 6.5 million euro. Let me just go back to the question bank. We were told that the total cost of the project, okay, is equal to 13 million. The total cost of the project is equal to 13 million. Half is raised through debt, which implies that the other half, 6.5 million, okay, is going to be raised through equity. However, don't forget equity, there's an issue cost. Okay, hope you can see this part. Okay, there is an issue cost here on the issue of share equal to 312 million. Okay, which of course is going to be covered out of the amount to be raised from the issue of share, which implies therefore the total amount of money, okay, the total amount of money that need to be raised out of this financing is going to go to 3.5 million euros, okay, of course, plus $312. Okay, because I hope you get the concept, okay, that you're going to be raising 6.5 million, okay, from debt, and the other half, 6.5 million from equity, okay. That is like money that must go to financing the project. However, when it comes to the amount of money you're going to be raising from the issue share, some of $312, okay, shall be incurred towards issue cost, okay. So therefore, the total amount of money that we need to raise, okay, the total amount of money that we need to raise, okay, so total capital to be raised is going to go to 312 dollars, okay. This is the issue cost, okay, issue cost plus of course the money that must go to the project, okay, which in this case is equal to 6.5 million euros. Okay, hope you got that concept, okay. 6.5 million goes to the project, okay, but you need to raise money over and above 6.5 million, okay, because you need to be incurring some costs, okay, so you cannot just raise 6.5 million, okay, you need to raise more than 6.5 because some of the cost, some of the money will go towards catering for the cost of the project, okay. Hope that is clear, okay. Now here, if you go back to the question, we told that, okay, I know you have not done the topic on the foreign currency, okay, however, you can be able to get it quite clear, okay, but we told that currently, okay, this particular point, okay, that for every $1, or the $1 is equivalent to 1.3 over euro, okay, $1 is equivalent to 1.3 over euro, okay, from this part, okay. Which implies therefore, if we need 6.5 million euros, therefore how much of dollar is that equivalent to? Okay, therefore we need to, okay, go back to my board here. Okay, the project cost, okay, the project equity financing, the project equity finance, which I said is equal to 6.5 million euro, is equivalent to 6.5 million euro. However, these are in euros. What about in dollars? We divide by 1.3. Okay, because you can see dollars is stronger than the euro. Because 1.3 euros is equal to $1. Okay, so simply we are dividing. Okay, because we want to get how much in dollar do we have. Okay, so simply we divide. Therefore, how much money, do we need or do we shall we receive, from that issue? Okay, it will give us 5 million. Okay, thank you, Hadik. So you're going to have, therefore, the equity, the total equity. Therefore, total equity, therefore, is going to be equal to $5 million. Which implies, therefore, the total capital, that we need from equity section is going to be $5 million plus, don't get here, we have the issue cost. Right here. Okay, we have the issue cost here equal to 312,000. Okay, to give us how much, therefore? To give us $5,312,000 to be the amount of capital that need to be raised from the issue of shares. Okay. Hope that's all clear. Don't forget, one share we are receiving 3.32. Therefore, how many shares do we need to issue? Okay, how many shares do we need to issue? Okay, the number of shares we need to issue in order to raise this money. Okay, we say that capital. If you remember this, we say capital is equal to the number of shares. Okay, is equal to the number of shares. We multiply by the offer price. We multiply by the offer price. Capital, we have it here. It's 5,312,000. It be equal to number of shares we need to issue, which we need to start how many there are. Number of shares. We multiply by the offer price, which is in this context is 3.32. Okay. Therefore, how many shares must the company offer? So simply you divide, 5,312,000 divide by 3.32 to give us therefore the number of shares the company need to issue in order to raise that money. Okay, give us how much? Okay, we got answers here. To give us 1.6 million. To give us 1.6 million to the number of shares. Thank you, Elaine. 1.6 million shares. Okay. Now, having done that, we now want to estimate, what is going therefore to be the theoretical exit share price? Okay, what is going to be therefore the theoretical exit share price? Okay. We want to open a new board for us, which will be equal to the total amount of money, the total amount of shares we are going to be issuing is 6 million. The capital is 5.312 million. Now, going back to the question, we may want to make an estimation. What is the current market capitalization? Okay, what's the market cap of the company? Let me just go back to the question back. You've been told that the current market cap of the company actually is already given to us here. Okay, it's here. The current market capitalization of the company is equal to 10 million. Okay, is equal to 100 million. Okay, that's the current market capitalization. Now, the market value per share of the company is given here. It's 4 shillings. Okay, from there, therefore, we can be able to estimate, therefore, currently how many shares does this company has. Okay, the total market value of those shares is 100 million. Then market value per share is equal to 4. Therefore, how many shares? Of course, 25 million. Okay, of course, we need to show our working. Okay, let me just go therefore to my next page here. Therefore, the number of shares, the current market cap, the current market capitalization, which is equal to 100 million, which is equal to the number of shares, the current number of shares, we multiply by the current market price per share, MPS. Therefore, market cap 100 million is equal to the number of shares. We multiply by the MPS, and the MPS here is equal to 4 give therefore 25 million shares. Okay, so currently this company has in issue 25 million shares. Therefore, don't forget, going back to our previous board, okay, we need to issue 1.6 million, okay, but currently we do have 25 million shares, okay. Therefore, the device after we take up this offer, okay, and it has expired, okay, therefore the value per share, okay, currently, don't forget the total value of the shares of the company, we have it here, 100 million, okay, therefore it will be equal to 100 million is the current value of the shares of the company plus the value of the new shares, okay, which you just obtained to be equal to 5,312,000, okay. We divide by the total number of shares of this company. This company currently, it has 25 million shares, but they're going to be issuing 1.6 million new shares. And that's given therefore the theoretical exit share price. What is giving the value per share? Okay, currently the company has a value of 100 million. This is the current value. Okay, 100 million. Okay, this is the value of the new shares the company will be issuing. This is the current number of shares, and this is the number of shares, the new shares that will be offered. They're simply what is giving me the value per share. What is the value per share? Okay, this is the total value. This is the total number of shares. And that gives therefore the theoretical exit share price. Give us how much? Okay, to give us 3.96, 3.96. Okay, thank you, Poptal, Sharon, and Mandela. Okay, so you get $30.96 to be therefore the theoretical exit share price. Okay, that is to answer our part A of the question. Okay. Now to part B of the same question is asking us, okay, I was very clear, okay. Don't get simply the theoretical exit share price is the value per share after the company goes ahead and makes the offer. Okay, what is giving the value per share if the company goes ahead and makes the offer? Okay. Okay. Now in part B of the question, okay, just go back to a question bank. If we told we need to get the effect it has on the earnings per share, okay, what is the effect on the investment, on the European investment on the company earnings per share? Now, currently, this company has a price to earning ratio, okay, you can see this part. The company has a PE ratio, okay, equal to 10 times. The company has a PE ratio equal to 10 times. We know the MPS is equal to 4. Now, from there, can you get earning per share? We can. Okay, it is possible for us to get, therefore, the earning per share. Okay, therefore, in part D of that question, the PE ratio, don't forget, you said is given us MPS, we divide by earnings per share. Therefore, earnings per share is equal to MPS, we divide by the PE ratio, isn't it? Okay, should be like that. If we look currently, the MPS is equal to 4. The PE ratio is equal to 10. Therefore, the price to earnings ratio is equal to 40 cents, okay, or $0.4. Okay, that will come for the current earnings per share. Okay, so this is the current earnings per share. Now, what if we implement the proposal? Okay, what if now we implement this proposal? Is earnings per share going to increase or decrease? Okay, what if we implement the proposal? Okay, let's do that. Okay, if we implement the proposal, okay, you'll be told that the investment, let me just go back to our question bank, okay, that the investment is going to yield the return in euros, okay, I'm here, the return in euros before interest and taxation on the total amount invested is equal to 20% per year. Therefore, the earnings, okay, the profit, okay, we are going to be earning from the investment only is equal to 20% per year, okay. Currently, the company has an earning per share equal to, we are just seeing equal to 40 cents, okay. Therefore, going back to our notes, we can say that the earnings only from the project, okay, I can see the project earnings, or let me just current total earnings. Let me just call it current total earnings of the company, of this company. You see that earning per share, okay, we have just done it here, is equal to 40 cents, okay, is equal to 40 cents. Which means therefore, if the earning per share is equal to 40 cents, and this company has in issue 25 million shares, okay, 25, don't forget this, the share of the company currently is equal to 25 million shares, okay, here, okay. Therefore, what is the total value? It's 0.4, the earning per share times the number of share. In this case, the 25 million. Currently, this company has an earning level equal to 10 million. Okay, so the earnings after tax. So this is earning after tax of the company currently is equal to $10 million. Okay. Now, what if we implement this proposal? How much earning is the company going to receive from the project? Okay, that's the next question. Okay, project earnings. Okay, project earnings. The earnings from projects will be told is equal to 20% of the capital invested. They will be equal to 20%. We multiply by 13 million. Okay, now this is total capital we have invested in the project. Okay, don't forget this is in euros. To give us how much? With the project earnings. Okay, we got answers, and you get 2.6 million euros. Okay, we get 2.6 million euros to be there for the earnings from the projects only, not the in euros. So of course we need to convert the earnings from being in euros to dollars. Okay, therefore in dollars, so therefore the dollars, the earnings of the company will be equal to 2.6 million euros divided by 1.3 to give us how much? How many dollars? Okay, you got an answer, and to get $2 million. Okay, we get $2 million. Okay, therefore the earnings from the project only, which means therefore this company currently, okay, has $10 million. After the investment, they'll be having $2 million from the project only. But don't forget this is earning before interest and tax. This is earning before interest and tax. Therefore, we need to determine how much interest does this company have, does it pay on the project, and how much tax does it pay. Okay, so you can open another board for us. Okay, so you can see that earnings from the project. So earnings from the project. Okay, so here it's earning this project earnings. This is projects only. So earning before, just put earning before interest and tax, you've just seen is equal to 2 million. And this project, don't forget, a portion of it is being financed through debt. Okay, a portion of it is being financed through debt. Okay, so just to go back, okay, a portion of it you're financing using debt. And the amount of debt is here, okay, is equal to $6.5 million. And the interest you do pay is 8%, okay, 8%, okay. Therefore, you can see, therefore, the total interest you've been paying, okay, is 8% of 6.5 million euros, okay. Therefore, the interest, so you can have a small mark here, interest shall be paid will be equal to 8% times the amount you have borrowed, 6.5 million euros, okay. In dollars, we divide by 1.3. Therefore, how much interest do you pay in dollars? Don't confuse, don't mix the euros and the dollars, okay? So they all have to be in dollars, the country currency of the company, okay? The country currency of the company, okay? What do you get? Okay, we have an answer. We do get 400,000, okay? We get 400,000 because of the interest company, it will be paid. Therefore, from the earnings of the project, we less the interest, okay? Therefore, the interest we shall be paid is equal to 400,000. Therefore, the earnings before tax from the project will be equal to 1.6 million. 1.6 million. Therefore, what will be the earning before tax from the project only? Now, does this company pay tax? Okay, let's just go back to the information given to us. Okay, this company, does it pay tax? Okay. Yes, this company pays tax at 30% per year. This company pays tax at 30% per year. Okay. So it pays tax at 30% per year. Therefore, the earning of tax, okay, so going back to workings, okay, so the tax you pay is equal to 30%. And you pay how much? For 80,000, confirm. You pay for 80,000 to be taxed, okay? Therefore, the earning after tax from the project is going to be equal to earning tax from the project alone is equal to how much? 1.6 million minus 480 give us 1,120,000. Yes, we get 1,120,000 to be the earnings from the project only. Okay, from the project only. Okay. Okay. Therefore, okay. If you can see therefore, if that is earning from project only, then you can see that the total revised earning, the total revised earnings of the company, revised earnings. Don't forget from our previous workings, okay, just to go back to our previous board, we had the earnings of the company equal to 10 million, okay? You can still see this figure, okay? The earnings of the company currently after tax is 10 million, okay? So 10 million plus the new earnings, okay? Maybe 10 million plus the new earnings, which I've just obtained here, equal to 1.12 million. Therefore, the total earnings of the company is equal to 11.12 million. Okay. Therefore, this company has a total earnings from the investment, okay, from the entire company equal to 11.12 million. Which implies, therefore, the earnings per share, simply the revised earnings per share will be equal to the revised earnings, which you just obtained 11.12 million. We divide by the total shares issued. Okay, we divide by the total share issued. If you remember from previous working, okay, I want to go back to our previous board here. Okay, the total revised earnings of the company, the revised share of the company, we have it here. Okay, this is 25 million plus 1.6 million new shares to give us therefore 26.6 million shares. Okay, therefore we divide by 26.6 million shares to give us how much to be the revised earnings per share. Okay, and we get 42 cents. Okay, confirm that answer, and we get 42 cents. That is from Pomitad. Confirm. Okay, from Samuel has confirmed 42 cents. Okay, it means therefore, once a company do implement this project, okay, once a company do implement, okay, Timo as well as Elaine, thank you. Once we invest in this project, the earnings of the company will be 42 cents. What was earning before the investment? Okay, so let's go back to our previous working. The earnings before the investment, I think we have it here, was equal to 40 cents. After the investment, we got what? We got 42 cents. It is a good investment? Of course it is, okay? The earnings per share of the company are increasing, okay? From what? They're increasing from 40 to 42 cents. Therefore, by default, this is a very good investment, okay? And the company should go ahead and make this investment, okay? So based on the earnings, okay, can maybe advise the company based on the earnings per share. Okay, I mean to advise the company, okay, based on the earnings per share, the company or the project, the company should accept or should take up or invest in the project, take up the project since the earnings per share will increase, okay, from 40 cents to 42 cents, okay. That's a very good investment, okay. Why? Simply because it will lead to an increase in the company earnings per share, okay. So this is a good investment the company ought to take up based purely on the earnings per share. Clear? Hope it's all clear. If not, don't forget you let me know, okay. Now that's the first part of section B. Okay. Now section B part 2. Okay. If you have to go back to our question bank. Okay. The part B of the question was asking us to determine the effect on the shareholders' wealth. The effect on shareholders' wealth. Okay. So going back, okay, on our board here. If we told that essentially, if the share price, let me go back to my previous boards, okay, if the share price will be, here is the theoretical extra share price, always remember, okay, that if the share price of this company share, okay, if the share price of this company share trade at 3.96, if the share price will be at 3.96 after the expiry of this offer, then that would be quite okay, because it means therefore, as investor, your wealth remain constant. Okay, I hope you remember that. Okay, that if the company takes up the offer, okay, and the share price it will be at 3.96, the wealth of shareholder remain constant. If the share price is going to be above that, then it means therefore the wealth increases. If it's going to be below 3.96, the theoretical share price, then there will be a reduction in the wealth to the shareholders. But let's see what is going to the share price. Okay, let's see what is going to the share price. Okay, now here we told that the revised earnings per share is equal to 42 cents. The P ratio is how much? Is equal to 10. Okay, if you remember, we told that the P ratio is not going to change. Just to refer back to the question, we told that the price earning ratio of the company is not expected to change as a result of the proposed changes, and the earnings have increased. Okay, therefore, going back to our board here, you can see therefore the revised earnings per share, the revised MPS, okay, the market price per share will be equal to the P ratio we multiply by earnings per share revised. The earnings per share revised. The P ratio being told remains constant, 10. The earnings per share has increased to 42 cents. Okay, therefore 0.42. To give us therefore an implied share price equal to 4.2 of a dollar. Don't forget you've just mentioned that if the share price will be at the theoretical share price of 3.96, the shareholders' wealth remain constant. But now the share price of this company will be at 4.2. As you can see, it is above, it is higher than the theoretical share price. And this is a very good investment. It is also an increase in the other shareholder. Okay. Because don't forget, we just mentioned that if the share price will be at 3.96, then that is where the shareholders' wealth remain constant. If it is above 3.96, the theoretical share price, which you have it here, okay, then it implies therefore you're going to have an increased wealth to the shareholder. Okay, so you need to make a comment. So this is a very good proposal. Okay, okay, so maybe the advice. Okay, okay, so I'm not sure that you're meant to make advice. Even if you're not meant to make an advice, it's always good to always make the advice. Okay, the company, the company, the proposed investment is financially acceptable. Since it results to an increase, in shareholders' wealth. Okay, an increase in shareholders' wealth. The implied MPS, the implied market price per share, in this case, the 4.2 is greater, okay, is greater than the theoretical straight share price, 3.96. Okay, that's the advice you're meant to give to the company. Okay, the implied NPS 4.2 is greater than the theoretical exact share price. So it is going to result in an increase in the wealth of shareholders. Okay, look, you're meant to give this advice. Okay, as you can see, I guess in part B, it is a 9 marks question. Okay, if I remember, it is a 9 marks question. Okay, that implies therefore you do need to have a good discussion. Okay. Okay, so it is 9 marks. Okay, these were 4 marks. 13 marks for that part of the question. Okay. Hope it's very clear. Okay, if not, don't forget, as I always say, you do let me know. Okay, and that's how simply you're meant to make an evaluation as to whether the proposal is good or not. Okay, just check as to whether we are all following up. Mahir,
Yes, sir.
it was very clear.
Yeah, very clear.
Okay, that is good. Timothy,
Yes,
it
that's
was all
very
clear.
clear.
Okay,
Yes.
okay, fair enough. If it was all clear, that is good. Now that's how more or less your question will be structured. Okay, if anything to be part C, okay, it will most likely be a part C question. Okay, if tricked, it can be a part B question, but not a part A. For sure, this cannot be a part A question. Okay, part A, unless you're being asked to get the theoretical criteria prize, but not to do this detail. Okay, so this most likely it will be a part C question. Okay. Going back to the question back, okay, because for sure your examiner is fond of asking this question, okay. You'll find a number of questions, okay, that your examiner want to analyze based on the right issue of shares, okay. So I'm going through your question bank, okay, checking on a question because I'm sure we can't go 2 sittings before we get another question. Okay, this question is a bit okay, not tricky, okay, but essentially it's a good question to help you understand or try to for you to make an assessment as to whether you did understand the concepts quite clear, okay, because it makes a number of things together, okay. So go through it, then we discuss together in 3 minutes. So go through it in 3 minutes time, understanding very well, okay, in and out this question, trying to comprehend what the examiner wants of us from that question. So in this question, okay, I presuppose that you've gone through the question, okay. It's not that it's a hard question, okay. Maybe it's just a slightly tricky question, okay. You've been asked, or this company want to issue the money, okay, in order to finance a buyback, okay. They want to use that money they're going to obtain from the shareholder to pay off the bank, okay, to pay off not the bankers per se, to pay off the bondholders, okay, to pay off a debt. Okay? So you're trying to make an assessment, okay. Is this going to be financially acceptable? Is it going to be good for shareholder? Okay. So you're going to follow the same steps that we have discussed. Okay. So I hope you're going to follow it very well. Okay, because I'll ask you to do a question. Okay, I'll ask you to do a question, a similar one. Okay, more or less like a replica. Okay, that your examiner did test a few years later. Okay, so let's follow. Let's try to attend this question. Okay. The first bit of the question, you're being told to calculate, okay, the theoretical criteria price, okay. So in that context, therefore, we simply go determine currently or the share price, you'll be told is equal to 7.5, and the company is going to raise the money by giving, by issuing the shares at 20% discount from the current share price, okay. From there, I think we can go to get, we can now start off our workings, okay. So therefore, this is back company. So first is to get what will be the offer price, which will be totally equal to 80% of 7.5 over dollar. And I give you therefore what will be the offer price, which is how much? Which is equal to $6. Okay, that is from Timothy. $6. Confirm. Okay, from Provital of $6. Okay, that's the offer price. Okay, that for every one share the company shall be offering, they shall be receiving $6. Okay, going back to the question bank. If it was that the company want to raise 90 million, okay, the amount of money the company want to raise is 90 million. Okay, from there we can be able to make an estimation if the company want to raise 90 million. Okay, then how much money? Okay, how much money must the company be? How much shares must the company therefore issue in order for it to raise the 90 million? In order for them to be able to raise 90 million. Okay, in this example, there seem to be no issue. There seem to be no issue cost. If there was issue cost, then of course to be 90 plus the issue cost. Okay, but in this example, we don't have issue cost. Okay, therefore, let's say therefore the number of shares we need to, or this company need to issue in order to get the 90 million should be equal to, let's say the capital is equal to the number of shares the company need to offer, the new number of shares the company need to issue, we multiply by the market price per share. The company need 90 million. The number of shares they need to offer therefore is what we want to determine. The number of shares, we multiply number of shares, we multiply by the offer price. Sorry, this is offer price, not 10 PS. Okay, this is offer price, which is equal to 6. Therefore, the number of shares the company must issue for them to get the 90 million will be equal to 90 million divided by 6, and we get how much? 15 million. Okay, and we get 15 million. So the company need to issue 15 million shares. Okay, confirm. The company need to issue 15 million shares. Okay, thank you, Timothy. So the company need to issue 15 million shares. If we go to this company balance sheet, okay, if we go to this company balance sheet or the extract of its SFP, okay, let's check it out. This company in its SFP, if we told that this company has shares with a nominal value of 60 million, one share has a nominal value of $1 equal to $1. Okay, which implies therefore the number of shares this company has is equal to 60 shares. Okay, therefore, let's say therefore, going back to our workings, okay, we can say therefore the total market value, or simply we can say therefore the offer here is equal to 15 million shares for the 60 million share, isn't it? Because currently this company has 60 million shares, and the company need to issue 15 million share. Therefore, the offer is 15 million share for the 60 million share to give therefore a quarter. Okay, or simply 1 for 4. Okay, the whole that means therefore for every 4 shares you currently hold in the company, you're going to get 1 new share. Okay, that is the offer rate we have here. Okay, that for every 4 share the shareholder currently has in the company, they're going to be getting you're going to get 1 new share. Okay, now having obtained that, we can now be able to estimate therefore what should be therefore be the theoretical exercise share price. Therefore, the theoretical exercise share price, you're going to get 1 new share, but you pay $6. Okay, for you to get this 1 new share, you must have 4 of the old shares whose value is equal to 7.5. Therefore, how many shares do you get after? Okay, the number of shares that you get after, okay, is equal to 1 plus the 4 to give us 5. Therefore, on average basis, therefore, what is going to be the theoretical exercise share price? Okay, and get how much? I got an answer. Okay, from Timothy equal 10.2. Now Samuel has a question. So Samuel, I want to answer your question. Samuel. Yes, Samuel.
For calculating the theoretical exercise price, why can't we use 6? Well, because you're using 7.5, why can't you use 6? The offer price, the discounted price.
To get what do you want to get?
Where you've written 1 times 6 plus 4 times 7.5.
Yes.
Now for the existing shares, we were told that they were offered at a discount. Why can't you use $6.
instead of using 7.5.
Yeah.
And don't forget, okay, that these 4 shares did exist before this 1 new share, isn't it?
Yeah.
Which means, therefore, what was the value of these 4 old shares?
So we're supposed to use at the original price, not at
Yeah,
the
the original
discount.
price, okay, because these 4 shares, because you're going to get it, a 1 for 4 means you're going to get 1 new share for every 4 share you had before. So the value of the 4 old share, what is the value per share? It is 7.5, isn't it?
Yeah.
What the value per this 1 new share? It is 6, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can't multiply here by 6 because the value of this 4 old share was 7.5, not 6. Because 6 is the value of the new shares, not the old shares, but the new shares.
Oh, okay.
It's clear?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, it's really clear. Okay, and that's how you determine the theoretical exit share price. Okay, the theoretical exit share price. Okay, we get 7.2. Okay. Okay, that was part A. Okay, of getting what should be the theoretical exit share price. Don't forget, what does this mean? It means, therefore, if the share price after all whatever that money is going to be used for, okay, whether to invest in your project, whether to pay off the current debt holders, if the share price after will be at 10.2, the wealth of shareholder remains constant. Okay. If after the share price drops or becomes or it's lower than 7.2, then the wealth is going to be decreasing. If it's going to be above 7.2, then the wealth is going to be increasing. Okay. But let's see what is going to be what will be the share price after. If we told the company want to use this money, okay, going back to our question bank, the company want to use the money to pay off debts. Okay, here it is. So the company wants to use the money to the funds raised to pay off its debt. Okay, and how much debt can the company be able to pay? So here, if we told that, okay, if we told, sorry. Okay. So here we told that the 8% bond, so this is 8% bond trading at 112.5. Now, if the company was to buy them back, the company is going to buy them back at their market values. Okay, you can see that point. Okay, that if the company decide you're going to buy back these bonds, you must buy them at their market value, and the market value you see that it is equal to 112.5. Now the question is that how many bonds can the company be able to buy them back? Okay, how many bonds can the company be able to buy back? Okay. Okay, so model is asking, I repeat on the statement about the shareholders' wealth. Okay, let me repeat. If the share price, okay, will be at or will be equal to the theoretical exit share price, in this case, the 7.2, then the wealth of shareholder remains constant. If the share price is going to be above the 7.2, therefore the shareholders' wealth is increasing. If the share price will be below the theoretical exit share price, it will be, for example, at 7.1, then therefore there will be a decrease in the wealth of shareholder. Okay. So our main work here is to estimate what will be the share price. Then we compare with the theoretical exit share price. Okay. I hope that's clear, Mandela. Okay. So going back, you see that for every one bond the company buys back, they shall be paying 112.5. Okay, 112.5. Okay. Then from there we can now be able to estimate, therefore, how many bonds can we buy back? Okay, so going back to our board here. Okay, we can see therefore the number of bonds. Okay, so the number of bonds bought back, number of bonds bought back. Don't forget, okay, that the company is raising 90 million. And for every bond they're going to buy back, they pay 112.5. Okay, hope that's clear. Okay, the total amount of money the company has is 90 million, and the amount they pay per bond is 112.5. Therefore, how many bonds has the company bought back? Is simply 90 million with the amount available divided by the amount you pay per bond, 112.5. To give us how many bonds bought back. Okay, you got an answer. Okay, from Timothy, equal to 800,000. Okay, confirm that answer. Yes, even for Portal, we get 800,000. Okay, those are the number of bonds bought back. What's the nominal value of those bonds? The next question. Look, the 800,000 is not value, it's the numbers. But what is the value of those bonds? Okay, what's the nominal value? The nominal value of these bonds, okay, will be equal to 8,000. The nominal value per bond, don't forget, is 100. Okay, therefore, the nominal value of the bonds bought back is equal to $80 million. Okay, hope that's clear. Okay, is equal to $80 million. That's the total nominal value of the bonds bought back. Don't forget, these are bonds, and since we have paid them off, okay, since we have paid them off, what does that mean? It means therefore the next 1 year we are not going to be paying the interest on the bonds which have paid. Okay, it's like a loan. Okay, you got a loan from a bank, and now you have paid 80 million. It means therefore going forward you don't pay interest on that 80 million. Why? Because you have paid back to the bank. Okay, therefore we can see the savings. Okay, the interest savings. Okay, per annum. Don't forget this bond. How much interest do you pay per year? Let's go back to the question bank. Okay. The amount of interest you do pay is 8%, is an 8% bond. And therefore you'll be saving. Okay. So going back to our question, it'll be 8%. We multiply by the amount you've paid back. You've just paid back 80 million. Therefore, the amount we do save is 6.4 million. So every year we shall be saving $6.4 million in terms of the interest which we used to pay before, but now going forward we don't pay that 6.4 million. Okay. Don't forget, when it comes to determining the interest is based on the nominal value, not the market value. That's why I didn't use the 90 million when getting the interest saving. Here I didn't use 90 million because 90 million is a market value. However, when it comes to estimating the interest, okay, the interest you need to pay, the interest that you will be saving, don't forget it is based on the nominal value. So you must get the nominal value of those bonds. So be quite careful, okay, that when it comes to estimating, okay, the interest or to save or to be incurring, we base it on not the market value, but the nominal value. Okay, hope you've taken note of that. Okay. Therefore, so since we save 6.4 million, don't forget this is a saving. This is like an income to the company. And this company, they pay tax. So every income the company earns, they pay tax. At what rate they pay the tax? That's the next question. Okay. At what rate do this company pay tax? Okay. This company, they pay tax at 30% per year. Okay, you can see that point. Okay. So every income you earn, the company shall pay 30% of it. Okay, of course, after all the expenses. Okay, which means therefore, we can say okay, which means therefore we can say that the amount, the net interest income, let's say net interest income, the company or saving, okay, what I want to call it, will be equal to 6.4 million. However, that percent of it is tax. So you remain with 70%. Therefore, how much do you save per year for this company? Okay. In this company, they do save 4 million for 80,000. Confirm that answer. 4 million for 8,000 counted for the annual net interest saving. Okay, from Bob Tal, he has confirmed to get 4 million for 80,000. Okay, that's counted for the net interest income. Okay, now don't forget currently, this company is making earnings. Okay, so currently, yeah, going back to this company. Okay, so going back to this company current earnings, okay, it's here. This company are currently earns 27 million. So they do earn 27 million. If they implement the proposal, they shall be saving 4.48 million. They will consider the total earnings after for this company. The total earnings after for this company will be equal to, see here, total revised earnings. Total revised earnings for this company will be equal to 27 million, the current earnings of the company before this proposal was made, plus the saving 4.48 million to give us therefore 31.48 million. And give that 1.48 million. Give account therefore the total earnings of the company after. Is it that one? I don't know. I guess it should be that one. Yes, it should be that 1.48 million. Okay, to be the company total earnings. Now from there, can we be able to get the earnings per share? There's no question. Okay, can we be able to get the revised earnings per share? Don't get earnings per share is equal to the earnings of the company, of course, after tax. We divide by the number of shares. Okay, let's get the earnings per share for this company. Okay, the earnings per share for this company, the revised earnings per share, the revised earnings per share for this company will be equal to the revised earnings, the revised earnings of the company, we divide by the revised number of shares. Revised number of shares. The revised earnings, you've just obtained that 1.48 million. We divide by the revised number of shares. This company currently, okay, I think we saw from its balance sheet, and just to take you back, okay, was equal to 60, previous board, okay. The current earnings of the company, the current number of shares of the company, which you have it here, is 60 million. The new shares, we could just got 15 million. Therefore, the total shares after is 60 plus 15 to give us 25 million. Okay. Therefore, we divide by, therefore, 25 million. The revised number of shares, 60 plus 15. And what's the revised earnings per share? To give us 0.419. Confirm. Okay, I was opting with it. Okay, thank you for that. And you get 0.419 or simply 42 cents to be the revised earning. Thank you for Vital. Okay. Now, having done that, okay, you'll be told that what is the price earning ratio of this company? The P ratio, okay, going back to our question bank, the P ratio for this company, okay, be told somewhere. Yes, it is. The company believes that the P ratio, paying off some of his debt, will not affect its PE ratio. The PE ratio will not be affected. However, we will not be told what's the PE ratio, but we need to calculate. And don't forget PE ratio, simply the NPAs divided by earnings per share. We have the NPAs, we have the earnings per share. Do we have the earnings per share? I think we need to get the earnings per share. But either way, we do know the earnings is equal to, the profit is equal to simply is equal to 27 million. Okay. Therefore, from there, we can now be able to estimate, therefore, what is the PE ratio. Okay. Therefore, the PE ratio, going back to our board here, okay. And say PE ratio is equal to MPS. We divide by earning per share. MPS is equal to 7.5. The earning per share is equal to, we need to get that. Oh, do we have it? The current earning per share. I don't think we have done that. We have not done that, so we need to calculate. Okay. Okay, Timothy seems to have already done it, but let's do it for all of us. Okay, current earnings per share, current EPS is equal to earnings of the company, 27 million. We divide by the current number of share, 60 million. I hope Timothy is right, which is equal to 45 cents. Okay, confirm that. 27 million, the current earnings, simply from the balance sheet of the company, you divide by the current number of share, the 60 million. Okay, to give us how much? To be the P and current earnings per share. Give us 45. Okay, thank you, Sharon. To give us 45 cents. Therefore, the P ratio is the the MPS. Okay, is MPS. We divide therefore by the earnings per share, which in this case is 0.45. Therefore, what will be the P ratio? Okay, we get from Timothy that's from Pavital 16.67 times. Okay, 16.67 times, therefore the PE ratio. Okay, so simply for every dollar of earnings of the company, okay, for every dollar of the earnings of the company, okay, we are going to be having or the market gives a value of 16.67 of a dollar. Okay, as you mentioned, the higher the P ratio, the higher or the more market appreciates, okay, the company earnings. Okay. Now having done that, we have the P ratio, and now we have the revised, okay, now we have the revised earning per share. Now we can be able to get the revised MPS therefore, okay. So in the next slide here, we see that the P ratio, okay, is equal to 16.67 times, which is equal to MPS divided by earning per share. If we know earning per share, we can now be able to get MPS. Therefore, MPS will be equal to the P ratio we multiply by earnings per share. Therefore, P ratio 16.67 times earnings per share for this company after we have got it here, okay, 41.9 or simply 42 cents, okay, 0.419 or simply 42 cents. Give us how much? To be the implied, okay, market value per share. Okay, we got answer already here, and we do get 7 from Timothy as well from Provital, $7. Okay, we get $7 be the implied MPS. Okay. Now going back to our original question, okay, that this shareholder want to know, okay, is this proposal going to be value adding or not? Okay, is it going to be value adding or not value adding? Okay, don't forget you say it. Okay, this question was what Mandela was asking. Okay, that what does the theoretical excite share price mean? We say that if the share price, let me just take you back, if the share price will be at 10.2, then the shareholders' wealth remain constant. If it's going to be above, I mean, this imply an increase in the wealth of shareholder. If it's going to be below, then it indicates therefore a decrease in the wealth of shareholder. In our example, the share price here, okay, we have just obtained is equal to 7, which is below the 7.2. Therefore, the advice, is this particular proposal financially acceptable? No. Why? Because the share price, okay, the implied share price of 7 is below the theoretical excite share price. Why? Because we say that if the share price will be at 10.2, that's when the share price that's when the shareholder's wealth remains constant. However, now it is below. Therefore, that shows a decrease in the wealth of shareholder. Okay? Of course, you meant to give that advice. Okay? The proposed use of funds. The proposed use of funds. Okay, is not financially acceptable. Is not financially acceptable since the implied share price or the revised, whatever you want to call it, or the forecasted share price $7 is lower than the theoretical. Sorry, it's lower. Okay, than the theoretical excited share price, which is equal to 7.2. An indication, okay, this is an indication of decrease in shareholders' wealth, indication of shareholders' wealth decrease, shareholders' wealth, sorry, decrease, okay, decrease, okay, and that's how we, or you're meant to do that question, okay. So you examine actually in some, so you're going to see it alone, okay. Your examiner generally has asked that question in some cases let alone, okay. So that's how you're meant to do it, okay. That's how you're meant to do it. You simply estimate what's the theoretical excited share price, okay. What is the theoretical excited share price? What is the share price we forecast to be after we incorporate, okay, after we have done the funds have been used, okay, after the funds has been used, okay, what do we anticipate, okay, will be the share price then, okay, then you can compare the two, okay, you can compare the two. If it's lower than the theoretical, then it indicates a decrease in the wealth of shareholder. If it's going to be higher, then it indicates an increase in the wealth of shareholder. If equal to, then simply indicate therefore that the value of the wealth of shareholder remain the same. Okay, that's what you're meant to do in that particular question. Okay, I hope it's very clear. Okay, I'm going to share with Max the one. Okay, don't forget the extent to which you're meant to have the discussion because it's pegged on the marks that are there. Okay, if I remember, these are 10 marks here. Okay, don't forget these are 10 marks here. These are 3 marks here. And actually, I think we can also do part. Okay, okay. We can also do part C. We can also do part C. Okay, we can also be able to do part C. Okay, part C is asking you. Okay. Part C was asking you to. Okay, part C. Check it out. Okay, we are meant to get the effect of cash risk on the financial risk of the company. Okay, using what we call the interest cover ratio and the debt to equity ratio. Okay, using the interest cover ratio and the debt to equity ratio. Okay, so you can do that part for sure. Okay, now what's interest cover ratio? Okay, an interest cover ratio. Okay, maybe just to go back to our board here. Okay, what we found was measures the company financial risk. Okay, financial risk. Okay, or the measure you can use is called the use of the interest coverage ratio. Okay, let me just define what's called financial risk. Okay, let me first define that. Okay. Now, financial risk is simply to what extent, okay, as a company, can we not be able to pay our obligations, okay, as and when they fall due because of the way we are currently financing ourselves, because of the way the company assets have been financed, because of simply the financing structures that we do follow when it comes to financing our assets. What's that possibility, okay, that we may not be able to pay, okay, we may not be able to pay for our obligations, okay, as and when they fall due because of the finance structure that we do follow. Okay, that's what we call the financial risk. Okay, just see a simple definition. Okay, it is a possibility or probability or the chance that a firm will be unable to pay for its obligation, to pay for its obligations when due, when they fall due, when due due to the finance structure, due to the financing structure the firm chooses to finance its asset. The firm chooses to finance its assets. Okay, that's referred to as the financial risk. The chance that you may be unable, okay, as a company, to pay for your obligations, okay, once and when they fall due. Why? Because you did use a lot of debt, because you did use a lot of private share, okay, referred to as the financial risk, okay. And the number of measures you can use, okay. As I mentioned, there are a number of measures that you can use, okay. One of them you can use, okay, is called the use of the interest coverage ratio, called the interest coverage ratio. The interest coverage ratio. And what's this ratio? Okay, ratio. It's simply how many times. Okay, okay. It shows the number of times. The number of times. Sorry. The number of times that a firm can pay. Okay, can pay its interest. Number of times the company can pay its interest. Can pay its interest from the firm's earnings. Okay, how many times, okay, can you be able to pay off your interest from your earnings? Okay, and of course it's given us, okay, it is given as earning before interest and tax. We divide by the interest. We divide by interest. Okay, we call the interest coverage ratio. Okay, it was given us the earning before interest tax. We divide by interest. Okay, that's one of the measures that you can use when it comes to assessing the company financial risk. Okay, the use of the interest coverage ratio. Okay, how many times, okay, can you be able to pay off your interest? Can you be able to pay off the interest from the earnings of the company? Okay. The other issue, okay, of course, here, okay, if you have a high ratio, is it good or bad? Okay, let me just ask someone of you. Johannes,
Yes.
having a high ratio, is it good or bad?
Come again.
Having a high interest coverage ratio, do you think it's good for the company or bad for the company? If, for example, in 2012, this company had a ratio of, let's say, 10 times. In 2013, this company ratio equal to, let's say, 15 times. Now, does it show an improvement or maybe a higher risk to the company?
A higher risk.
Higher risk.
Yeah.
Okay, that is from Johannes. Let me ask someone else. Okay, Vades Sangi. Vades?
Yes,
Yes. What do you think?
I think it's an improvement.
Okay, this is actually an improvement. Okay, this is actually an improvement in the company financial risk. Okay, because it indicates that as a company in 2012 you could pay only 10 times. In 2013 you can pay 15 times. That's an improvement. It shows that you're improving as a company in terms of your financial risk management. Okay, because this year you 2012 you are only able to pay 10 times. It's like paying your employees. Okay, in that context, okay, that in 2012 you could have paid them, okay, you could have only been able to pay 10 employees. In 2013 you can pay 15 employees. It means you have improved. Okay. Now, from a financial angle, an increase in the ratio indicates the company is able to manage its financial risk better. Okay, but the company can do to pay more, okay, from its earnings. Okay, so it's a good indicator. Okay, just make a comment maybe. An increase in the ratio, okay, in the ratio indicates an improvement in the firm's financial risk management, Okay, so that's on the case of the interest coverage ratio. Okay, if it is decreasing, then of course it shows an increase in the company financial risk. Okay, the other issue that you can use, okay, is called the use of the debt to equity ratio. The debt to equity to equity ratio, the debt to equity ratio, okay, to equity ratio. Okay, and this ratio, what does it indicate? Okay, so this ratio simply indicate to us, okay, how many times, okay, for every dollar of equity, okay, for every dollar of equity the company has obtained, okay, for every dollar of equity the company has obtained from its shareholders, how much has it obtained from the debt holders? Is debt per equity, debt to equity, okay. Just to make that simple definition, it indicates the extent of firms debt financing for every dollar of equity it has used to finance this project, to finance its projects. Okay, that's referred to as the debt to equity ratio, and it's just simple debt divided by equity. Okay, it's simply given us the company total debt, we divide by equity, because we express as a percent. Okay, simply debt, it's just simply debt over equity. Okay, how much debt, for every dollar of equity the company has, how much of debt do they have? Okay, by default, if the ratio is high, then it indicates high financial risk. Okay, now here it's more or less like the reverse of what you just concluded with regard to the interest coverage ratio. Okay, that in case you have the ratio being high, it indicates, okay, that you have a high financial risk. Okay, because it means you have more debt. Okay, you have more money you obtained from other providers of capital, okay, than what you do have, than what you as shareholder gave the company. Okay, that's a simple indication. A high ratio, a high debt to equity ratio indicates a high financial risk, indicates a high financial risk, indicates a high financial risk. Okay, that is okay. For example, just not that is. Let me just use for example. Okay, e.g. example, our 20% debt to equity ratio, 20% debt to equity ratio indicates that for every dollar of equity, indicate that for every dollar of equity, the firm obtained $1.2 of debt. Simply, therefore, more external financing, there is more external financing compared to owner capital, and of course, who are the owners? The shareholders, owners capital. So in case you get a ratio of, let's say, 100%, okay, if the ratio is going to be 100%, it indicates that equity shareholder gave $1, then they obtain a similar $1 from equity debt holders. Okay, so that is more or less like the margin. If the ratio is, let's say, 80%, it will show that for every dollar of equity, the shareholder got 80 cents from the holder. So they have the money that came from shareholder is still more than what they obtained from the holder. Okay, so it is it shows that the company has not a very high financial risk. Okay, if the ratio is high, like in this case, you're saying it is 120%, then this is an indicator of a high financial risk. Why? Because you shareholder, you gave $1, then $1.2, okay, over and above that, you obtain $1.2, not from somebody else, but from debt holders. okay, it shows that you have a higher burden, okay. It means that you have high obligations. Don't forget, debt is an obligation. Debt is an obligation, okay. Don't forget that, okay. So you don't want more obligation than what you actually get, than actually what you give to the company, okay. Therefore, a ratio of more than 100% is bad. A ratio of lower than 100%, then it could indicate a moderate financial risk, okay. Clear? I hope it is clear, okay. Those are the measures that can also use to assess on the company financial risk. Actually, you can also use another method, okay, debt to capital. Okay, another method you can use is called the use of debt to capital. Okay, so see, the use of debt to capital. Okay, it is still a measure of common financial risk. Okay, but this time around it indicates the amount of debt the company has used to finance its assets. Okay, has used, of course, here to finance its assets. For every dollar, of capital, that is from all capital providers. Okay. Of course, it's given us debt divided by capital. Okay, debt divided by capital. Now, in case we assume that this company is financed, okay, of course, in percent, is financed purely by debt and equity. Okay, this company is financed purely by debt and equity. Therefore, that ratio will be equal to, okay, will be equal to debt. We divide by debt plus equity. Of course, we express that as a percent. Okay. Don't forget here, I'm assuming the company is purely financed by debt and equity only. Okay. Therefore, every dollar of total capital provided, how much of that came from the debt holders? Okay. And maybe just to interpret, okay, what it means. Okay, what does that mean? Okay, let's see. A 6% debt to ratio, debt to capital, 6% debt to capital means that 60% of company capital, okay, 60% of company capital are financed or came from the debt holders. Okay, and only 40% of capital, 40% of company capital, and only 40% of company capital was sourced from the shareholder. Sourced from the shareholders. Okay. Simply a high financial risk. Okay, so in case you have a scenario here, okay, where the company debt to capital or debt divided by debt plus equity, okay, is equal to 6%. I mean, therefore, 6% of the company finances came from debt. The balance, 40%, came from equity shareholder. So simply, it means the debt holder have given more money than what you shareholder have been able to give to the company. Okay. A ratio of, let's say, for example, 30%. What does it mean? It means, therefore, that 30% of your capital came from shareholder. The 70% came from equity shareholder. It means, therefore, you have a low financial risk. Okay, it has a low financial risk. Okay, that's what you can deduce from that particular example. Okay, I guess we can take a break. Okay, then we come back. Okay, we can take a break and come back. Mahir, here's Mahir here. Here's Mahir. Mahir,
Yes, sir.
we can take a break.
Yeah, we can take till 10 minutes, 7:40.
7:40. Okay, fair enough. Then we meet at 7:40. We pick from there. Okay, 7:40.
Yes, sir.
Okay, see you then. Okay, so applying the concept you just learned on the financial risk, okay, now you can attempt to apply them to the question that we were discussing, okay, and let's go to the question we're discussing and assess what financial risk measures that we are meant to use. And here you're meant to use the two of them. You're meant to use the interest coverage ratio, and you're meant to use the book value. You're meant to use the debt to equity ratio. Okay, in this context, you're meant to use the book value, not the market value. Okay. Okay, let's get there for the interest coverage ratio. And you see the interest coverage ratio is simply interest we are paying, we divide by the earnings of the company. In this case, therefore, the company is paying an interest equal to 10. Okay. They also, the profit before tax is equal to 49. Okay, which implies therefore the interest coverage ratio for this company before the proposal, okay, is equal to, therefore, the interest coverage ratio for this example, okay, the interest coverage ratio is equal to earning before income tax. Okay, we just say that we divide by the interest the company is paying. Okay, so currently, okay, it is equal to 49 million. We divide by the interest, which is equal to 10 million, to give us 4.9 times. Okay, so currently the company can be able to pay to its shareholder 4.9 times. Okay, that means therefore you can pay 4.9 times from your current earnings, the interest you cannot pay. What if we implement the proposal? Okay, the proposal. As the proposal, the amount of interest company is paying, okay, so you may want to do some calculation here, is the interest we shall be paying. And the interest you'll be paying, okay, is equal to current rate. Don't forget you're paying 10 million. Then you save 6.4. I hope you should remember. You save 6.4. Just to refer back to our previous boards so that you can check on that. Okay. This company was saving 6.4 million. Here it is. This company was saving 6.4 million per year. Okay. Therefore, you're paying 10 million, then you save 6.4. And therefore, your interest after is going to be less than 6.4, which is equal to 3.4 million, which is equal to 3.6, sorry, the equal 3.6 million. Okay, to be the saving, to be the interest paid after 3.6 million. Okay. Now, does the common earnings changes? Okay, the common earnings similar to change. Because don't forget, this method we're using the earnings of the company. Okay, the earnings of the company simply remain at 49 million. The earning before interest tax simply remain at 9 million. Okay, 49 million. Okay, the only difference is that this time around the interest we're paying has decreased. Okay, if you can see therefore. Okay, you can see therefore what should be the interest coverage ratio. So the proposal, it will be equal to 49 million. We divide by 3.6 million, the revised interest. Give us how much to be the proposed, the interest coverage ratio of the proposal. Okay, to give us an answer here from 13.61 million. Okay, 13.61. Confirm that. 13.61. That is from Timothy. Okay, that's from here, the same thing. Okay, we get 13.61 times. Okay, now observing that what was the interest coverage ratio before? It was 4.9 times. About this time around, it increased to 13.61. Good for the company? Of course, it is good for the company in terms of its interest risk management. Okay, because it shows that the company has more capacity. Okay, its capacity to pay more interest is increasing. Okay, so therefore, from the financial risk. Okay. Okay. Okay, we can say therefore the increase. This is a comment we're going to make. Okay, the increase in the interest coverage ratio okay, from 4.9 times to 13.61 times, okay, indicates an improvement in the firm's financial risk management. The firm's financial risk improvement. It indicates a decrease in the company financial risk. Okay, simple as that. Okay, by the use of the interest coverage ratio. Okay, so it says it is increasing. It indicates something good for the company in terms of its management of its financial risk. Okay. Now the next method you're meant to use is the use of the debt to equity ratio. Okay. Okay. The use of debt to equity ratio. Okay. So in case I open a new board here. Okay. Debt to equity ratio. Okay. So it can be in current position. Okay. The debt of the company. So going back to the company balance sheet. Okay. It's here. The company. So here the debt of the company. You have it here is equal to 125 million. The company equity, okay, is equal to the 60 plus 80 that is have to give us 140. Okay, so there seems to be a little typo there. But the 140 is the company equity. The company debt is equal to 125 million. Okay, therefore, if you have to use the debt to equity ratio, okay, be equal to currently the debt of the company you said is equal to 125 million. We divide by equity of the company, and the equity you've seen is equal to 140 million. And we express this as a percent. And what do we get with the company debt to equity ratio currently? Okay, and we do get a ratio equal to 89%. Okay, we get 89%. Now, what does that mean? Okay, it simply means therefore that for every dollar of equity the company is using, 89 cents, okay, or the company is able to obtain 89 cents from debt holders. Okay, so it shows that the company has manageable financial risk. Okay, it's not too high. Okay, it's not yet above 100%. Okay. Don't forget what does 89% means. Okay, let me just repeat. Okay, it means that for every dollar of equity this company has, they were able to obtain 89 cents, okay, from other people. So don't forget the amount they are able to obtain from debt is not yet more than the equity. So the financial risk is not yet high. Okay, it is manageable. Okay, it's moderate. What if we implement the proposal? What happened? Okay, proposal. The company, okay, debt is decreasing. The company debt is decreasing. Okay, don't forget, if we're going back to a previous analysis, okay, that we did, okay, going back to a previous working, is it? But here it is. Okay, we say that the amount of bonds we have bought back in terms of their book value is 80 million. Okay, we have it here. Okay, the company has just bought back bonds from the holders equal to 80 million. Okay, so going forward, the company debt is going to be less 80 million. Okay, so therefore, if we come here, okay, and the proposal, okay, you can see the amount of debt. Okay, so the amount of debt we shall be having is going to be 125 million less 80 million, not 90 million. So we are using book values. Okay, Because therefore, the debt of this company, therefore, after you play the proposal, is going to go to 45 million. Okay. The equity, okay, of this company after the proposal, currently the company has an equity equal to 140 million, okay, which you have here, okay, is equal to 140 million. Plus, don't forget, they are going to be financing this redemption or this buyback of the bonds by the use of debts, by the use of right issue of shares. So the company did issue shares. Worth how much? Okay, let's just go back, okay, to our previous workings, okay. The worth of share the company has issued, okay. The company has issued share worth, where is it? Worth 90 million. Here it is, okay. The shares that have been issued worth 90 million. Okay, the share issued, you just said, is worth 90 million, not 80 million. Okay, worth 90 million. So therefore, the worth of share increases to 90 million. So this is going to be plus 90 million to give us therefore to 30 million to be therefore the equity after we implement this proposal. Okay. Okay, if you can see therefore the debt to equity ratio after the proposal will be equal to, debt now is 45 million. We divide by equity, which in this case is equal to 230 million, and we express this as a percent to give us how much? To be our revised debt to equity ratio. Okay, we got some answers, okay, and we get 19.5, again 19.5%. Okay, now what does it indicate? The previous, okay, before the proposal, this was our debt to equity ratio. After we get this much, is this something good? Of course it is good. Okay, it indicates the company is able, okay, that for every dollar of equity, okay, for every dollar of equity, the company is financed by, or has been able to obtain, okay, 19.5 cents from debt holder. From non-owners, the amount they are giving to the company is reducing. Therefore, it sounds good for the company in terms of its management of its financial risk. Okay, the less amount of money you're able to obtain from non-owners, okay, the better off for the company in terms of the financial risk management. Okay, but if the amount you are obtaining is more than what you're giving, you as shareholder, then that is an indication of a high financial risk. Okay, if the amount of money you're giving to your company is less than what you are obtaining from non-owners, okay, from other people, private shareholders, okay, from debt holders, then that's not something good. Okay, it indicates high financial risk. Okay, this time around the ratio is actually decreasing. It's lower than 100. It is lower than 100%. Okay, and it's actually decreasing. Okay, from before the proposal and after the proposal. So this is a good indication. This is a good indicator. Okay, so you can make a comment. Okay. Okay, the decrease. No, actually, okay, you can have able to make the comment, okay, a single comment. You don't need to comment independently. Okay, you can just present a single comment, okay, the interest ratio and the debt to equity ratio, okay, but in the case here, we can comment them separately. But in the exam, you can just make one single comment, okay. So decrease in the debt to equity ratio, the decrease in the debt to equity ratio from 89% to 19.5%, okay, indicate a decrease in the company, indicates a decrease in the company financial risk, indicates a decrease in the company financial risk. Simple as that. That's what you're meant to make comment on, okay, on the company management, okay, the extent to which the company is able to manage its financial risk. Okay, the extent to which the company is able to manage its financial risk. Okay. Clear? I hope it's very clear. Okay, that's what you are meant to have done in that particular question. Okay, as you can see, it's quite a long question. Okay, but don't be surprised in case you may find it in section C. Okay, section C question. Okay, there's a possibility, okay, you might end up find it, okay, but in case you find it for sure, you know that you're going to get those free marks, okay, because I don't think there's anything hard, because all you need is get, for example, okay, in this example here, okay, here you simply meant to get what is the share price, what is, okay, the price at which the wealth remains constant, okay, simply therefore get the theoretical correct share price, then what is given the share price after, okay, so get the share price after, with this case therefore is going to be equal to 7, okay, that's how you meant to compare, okay, get the share price as per the theoretical correct share price and the share price after, okay, so then compare the two of them. If it's going to be higher, then that's something good, okay, to indicate that there's an increase in the wealth of shareholder. If it's going to be lower, then that's not very good, okay, to indicate that there's going to be a decrease in the wealth of shareholder, like in our example here, okay. If equal to the theoretical correct share price, they indicate that the wealth shall remain constant, okay, the status quo simply remains, okay. That's what we were meant to, or you are meant to discuss in that particular question, okay. I think next week we shall discuss a similar question, okay. Now actually I would want to give you as an assignment, okay, I can't be able to mark it, okay, so it's just for you to attempt it on your own, okay, so that by the time we come back and do it together, you have a very good idea, okay, the mistake you may have done, the issues that you may have faced along the way, the challenges you may have faced along the way. So I propose, okay, for your own sake, you attempt that question, okay. Let's look forward to that question, okay, for your own sake, okay. So go through it, do it as a normal assignment, okay, and you will mark for yourself, okay, the next time we meet, okay. So the similar question that your examiner did test some time ago, so we can go to get it.